did mention that I will be talking about my weight journey. I'm not going to say weight loss journey because I lost it, I gained it, I lost it, I gained it again, and now I'm in the process of losing it once again. Hopefully this time is the last time. So what we're going to do in this video is also pinpoint things that sort of kind of made it easier for me to fall off the wagon. No, I mean, when I'm being realistic, when I'm being honest with myself, I can see that I set myself up for failure. I know that I love food, that I'm a foodie of note. And then I went on to get into a relationship with a man who knows how to cook, who loves how to cook. And next thing, there was my breakfast in bed. Next thing is, no, we can't sleep on an empty stomach because you're going to wake up with a hangover. Let's just eat something fast. Like, hey, I feel that relationship was full of food and full of love, and we used to love the food and love each other. Like, oh! And for somebody who grew up fat, like, it's so much harder because the fat child inside always lives there, you know. But when it's something that you've struggled with your whole life, you sort of kind of loathe the entire process of having to start over and losing weight all over again. So what happened with me? The first time I lost weight, I was around grade 11. I've always been a big child through primary, through high school. So grade 11, I tried out weightless. So weightless, I lost a reasonable amount of weight. I was so excited. Going uniform shopping after losing weight was the most exciting thing ever, because you know with school uniforms it's rise per size. For the first time ever, I was paying less for my dress, so it was just like, yes, finally did it. So that was in grade 11, which means I was around 17 at the time, 16, 17 at the time. That weight didn't stay off very long either. Really matric, so around Marchish. So I'd already started putting on weight at that point. When I came to varsity, then I had my daughter, then I really put on the weight. Then I really just went ham. I started losing weight again when I was in varsity. So I just made a conscious decision to just actively start working towards it. I joined the gym on campus, plus it's so much cheaper as a student. I started taking Duromines to sort of kind of suppress my appetite. And so that worked. So I was on Duromines and I was on the blood type diet, and I was also going to gym every day. So then I lost a lot of weight, and that was pretty fun. When I moved back home after varsity, I had sort of kind of, you know, was able to keep most of the weight off. Moving back home also makes it difficult because mom knows how to cook. Yeah, the weight started creeping back on, but I quickly managed to, you know, call myself back to order and just start doing the right thing. So I stopped exercising and I started dancing. Now dancing is really great because you could lose a lot of weight without actually having to exercise. But the tough part about that is the fact that obviously with your cheat meals, it has a bigger effect on your weight loss overall because you're not exercising. So now all of a sudden you're consuming carbs and your body was in a carb deprivation state. When I started putting on weight, because then I fell in love and then I started eating carbs and started preparing my paps and stuff. And that's when things started to go really bad. Another thing that I also think has made it easier for me to put on the weight again is the fact that my problem area remained a problem. Upper body, my biggest problem is my arms. And my arms have always been a problem. So every time I lose weight, my arms stay. So it sort of kind of changes the way in which I see my weight loss, because I'm like, I lost all this weight, but my problem area is still a problem. So I sort of kind of neglect and overlook the rest of the body and just focus on the fact that my arms are still big, which is something that you shouldn't do. And of course, there's no particular exercise that you could do to target a particular body part. You can only try just, you know, do a bit more, focus a bit more on that area. But weight loss needs to be a complete thing. Going back again, I'm going to do a few things a bit differently. You know, like now, obviously, avoid men that can cook, because that's like a big thing. Or start exercising. It's one of the two. I really think I'd still appreciate a man that can cook, but this time around I need to go in well aware of what it is that I'm putting myself into. Maybe the best diets are not the diets where you need to stay away from certain things or avoid things completely, but stopping carbs really does make you lose a lot of weight. That I can vouch for. Like, Nami, I know. So I'll give you guys an update of my weight loss at the end of May, because now I'm actively working towards losing the weight. You see, even now I have a neck. I had lost my neck, but my neck is coming back, and so will the groove too. You feel good when you lose weight. But the one thing that I really appreciate about this entire process is that the groove, the spunk, the confidence, the self-love, the appreciation for everything that comes with weight loss doesn't leave afterwards. The only thing now is that I know I'm more comfortable in a smaller body, and that's what I'm working towards. But in terms of confidence, don't even get me started with that. In terms of self-love, like, it's not gonna change. Even if I put on 3 times more weight, it's not gonna change, because I found myself during that process. I found myself during those skinny days of my life. I know who I am, I know what I'm worth, I know what I deserve. And just because I've put on a couple of kgs, it's not going to change. So self-love, of course, above everything else, is what helps you stay on track when you're busy trying to lose the weight. It's what keeps you motivated, what keeps your eye on the prize, basically. That's the journey of my losing weight, putting it back on, losing it, putting it back on. But now I'm going to lose it for good. You're going to see, now I'm going to be a benches pachaza through and through.
It would be pretty ridiculous of me to not include the fact that, of course, with weight, it also is linked to your emotions. So I've seen with some of my friends who have lost weight and gained it back again that there's also been a change in situations, you know, whether it's through heartbreak that you've gained the weight or put it back on, whether it's the unemployment, maybe you were just really unhappy, you really didn't have a zest for life, you just sleep all day and avoid food, avoid interacting, avoid living with people. Whatever it is, there's a lot of contributing factors to weight loss and weight gain that shouldn't be overlooked, because sometimes it's more emotional than you think, you know. So some of my friends have put on weight sometimes because they were unhappy emotionally. Physically, they were at their happiest because they've never been smaller than what they are at that particular moment. But emotionally, maybe they lost a very important loved one in their life, or yeah, all of those things. So all of those things generally do contribute towards keeping the weight off, falling off the wagon, and staying on. Do take care of yourselves. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos such as this. Fat Girl's Diary. See you again on the next video.